Welcome to Safe Again, a mind-body-soul reset for the trauma-tired. Module 2, Stuck on Repeat, Breaking the Loop of Trauma. Thank you for being here. We're starting on time, and this session will run for about 30 minutes. My name's Julie, and I'll be leading today's module. If you have any questions, feel free to hold on to them to the end or pop them in the chat. This is a safe space. Do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Keep your camera on or off, grab a glass of water or take a break if needed. No pressure, just take what you need. As Napoleon Hill said, if you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. When we've been through trauma, it can feel like we're stuck reliving the same struggles. But today we're taking the first step towards understanding those responses so they no longer define where you're headed. Let's begin. Stuck on repeat, breaking the loop of trauma. I once knew someone who had an inbox on their desk. Maybe you've had one too. Some days it was empty. Other times paperwork piled up and they'd work through it. But no matter how much they cleared, a few stray papers always lingered at the bottom. These things didn't quite belong anywhere, and over time, those few papers became a growing mess, making the whole inbox feel overwhelming and unmanageable. It's the same with life, the overflowing ironing basket, the lawn that always needs mowing, the broken stereo or computer waiting to be fixed. It all feels like too much, but you already know the secret. When you break it down into tiny steps, it loses its grip on you. The grass keeps growing, the ironing never stops, but when you tackle it bit by bit, it no longer controls you. Why am I even talking to you about this? You're ready to move forward. You've done the inner work, but something keeps pulling you back. This module helps you recognize and break the cycle. 2. Your reactions aren't flaws. The way you respond to trauma isn't a personal failing. It's your brain and body doing their job. But now it's time to shift the pattern. 3. You deserve relief. You might be wondering, why am I feeling this way? This module is here to help you stop questioning yourself and start reclaiming your peace. What are we really talking about here? Before we dive into trauma patterns, let's take a moment to explore what well-being really means. It's not a fixed idea. It shifts as we move through life. Maybe at one point, well-being meant eating more vegetables because a friend swore by it. Later, a gym instructor convinced you to add more protein powder into your diet. Over time, advice stacks up. Some helpful, some of it questionable. We live in a world overflowing with opinions, from trained professionals to random voices on the internet. Doctors spend years studying, refining their knowledge through hands-on experience and research. But online advice, it's a mixed bag, sometimes insightful, sometimes misleading, and often lacking the personal touch that comes from truly understanding your unique situation. So before accepting any advice, whether about health, healing, or personal growth, pause. Ask yourself, where is this coming from? Is it based on experience and research? Does it truly apply to me? Your well-being is yours to define. And you get to decide what advice is worth taking on your journey. About me, I'm Julie, a certified clinical hypnotherapist in psychotherapy, a master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming, and a life coach. I work with the subconscious mind to help you unlock your true potential. Let's re-explore how the subconscious mind runs the show behind the scenes. Right now, without even thinking about it, you're breathing and blinking, not controlling it. It's just happening. And if we all focus on something like high-end silk polo shirts or slim-fit chinos or high-top sneakers, guess what? We're all going to likely end up buying them. because we can't resist those sneakers, right? Now imagine if we thought about these things, just these things, 24/7 for a whole year. What would happen? We would end up with an overwhelming collection of silk polo shirts, as though we're preparing for a polo fashion show. It might sound a little excessive, right? Here's where it gets interesting. Your brain is hardwired to respond to your environment. So if you start recalling memories of all those silk shirts, your midbrain sends the signal to your body to produce chemicals tied to the emotional experience of owning those shirts. This triggers a reaction from your pituitary and hypothalamus, creating peptides that match the feeling of too many shirts. These chemicals flood your bloodstream and latch onto receptor sites that have been activated by your repeated thoughts. And like that, you're stuck in a loop of emotions. Pretty fascinating, right? Your body and mind are working powerfully, automatically. And when you feed your mind positive thoughts, your body processes it, creating a sense of alignment and well-being. This same mechanism happens with trauma. The loops that form can reinforce emotions tied to past experiences, and before you know it, they're running on autopilot. Why focus on interrupting the replay and giving you back agency? Just like blinking, you can't change every thought or action in a split second. But just like slowing down your blinking with practice, you can slowly break the cycle. If I asked you consciously to slow down your blinking right now, you might not be able to change it immediately, but with time and focus, you could learn to control it. Your eyes give you clues about how you process your thoughts. Looking up typically happens when you visualize something. Looking sideways occurs when you're listening to sounds. Looking down happens when you're processing feelings, tastes, or smells. So if you're hallucinating visuals, you'll likely be looking up. If it's sounds, your eyes will wander sideways. And if it's your emotions, you'll probably catch yourself looking down. To break this pattern, if you're hallucinating seeing things, try looking down. If you're hallucinating hearing things, try looking up or down. If you're hallucinating feeling, tasting, or smelling things, try looking up. The goal is not to erase the trauma, but to begin to break the loop into manageable pieces. You've already planted the seeds of healing in Module 1. Now, it's about shifting the pattern and weakening its hold through consistent practice using neuro-linguistic programming techniques. Homework assignment: interrupting the replay and taking control. All right, let's get real. You don't need to look like a weirdo every time you get triggered. But when those trauma loops start playing, here's a sneaky trick to break them. Eye movement, secret agent style. If you're seeing things that aren't there, look down like you're checking out your shoes. No one will know. If you're hearing things, look up or down. Basically, just get weird with your eyes. If your feelings are trying to take over, look up like it's a mental, nah, not today. And if you're tasting or smelling things that aren't real, look up. Pretend you're sniffing a fancy perfume or tasting a really good pizza. Only use it when you need it. You don't have to do this all the time, or you'll just look like someone who's had way too much coffee. Do it when you catch yourself in the replay, and break the loop like a pro. The inner dialogue of trauma, recognizing unhelpful thought patterns. Trauma isn't just about what's happened, it's about how the mind keeps replaying it. Certain thought patterns can make you feel like the past is still present, and if you've experienced trauma, you might find yourself thinking, sometimes out of nowhere I see flashes of what happened. I feel like I'm reliving it over again. I feel so helpless, like no one understands what I'm going through. It's not fair. My heart races when I hear a loud noise. I can't seem to relax. I always think the worst is going to happen. If someone's late or something feels off, I imagine a terrible outcome. I can't go back to the place where it all happened. I avoid talking about it or seeing certain people. I keep replaying the day it all happened. I'm stuck in that moment and I can't move on. I'm constantly worried that something bad will happen again and I can't stop this cycle of fear. The good news, the patterns can change. Recognizing these beliefs is the first step to shifting them, breaking free from the past and reclaiming your future. How to find the strength you've been looking for. I invite you now to join me on a journey. Not to fix what's broken, but to nurture the healing already within you. Through this guided track, the person you need the most is you. We'll gently rewire your subconscious, reminding your nervous system it's okay, it's safe to relax, to grow, and to step into your own strength. Take a deep breath. Let's begin. Take a slow, deep breath in. Perfect. And exhale, letting it go of any tension. With every breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation, more at peace, more at ease. Allow the mind and body to settle into this space now. And in your mind's eye, return to your healing garden, the place where growth and healing are nurtured. It's a familiar place, a space you visited before, a place where you feel safe and supported. And as you step into this garden, notice the changes since the last time you were here. Feel the sense of expansion, of new life and energy flowing through you. See how the garden has grown, just like you have. The flowers are blooming, the trees are taller, and the energy in the air is vibrant, full of possibilities. You're standing in this beautiful, peaceful place, surrounded by the lush growth that represents your inner progress. With each breath you take, the garden grows even more vibrant, and so does your connection to the strength and healing within you. Feel how your body aligns with the energy of your garden. As you breathe in, you are nourished by the same life force that feeds the plants, and as you exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Now, standing in your healing garden, think about the support you've been seeking. Imagine there are people all around you who could help, people who are strong, capable, and ready to support you. Perhaps there's a member of a royal family offering their wisdom and guidance. Maybe you see the National Guard standing by, offering their protection and strength, or perhaps the Marines are there with their discipline and courage, ready to help you face any challenge. These people have been part of your imagination, the strength you've hoped for, the help you've wished for. They offer you power, their support, their protection. But as you stand here in your garden, ask yourself, what if the person you need most right now is you? Feel the stillness of the garden, the peaceful energy that surrounds you. In the moment as you stand in this space of growth and healing, realize that the support you've been looking for has always been within you. The strength, the wisdom, the understanding, you've had it all along. What if instead of looking outside yourself for the answers, you realize that you are the one who can make it fair? You are the one who can heal and move forward. You are the one who has the power to create the change you seek. Feel the empowerment of this realization settle into your body, your mind, your spirit. You are the one who can protect yourself, who can heal yourself, who can nurture your own growth. In this garden, surrounded by growth and new life, acknowledge the strength within you. This same strength has helped your garden grow. This strength that lives inside you. You are the gardener of your own life. tending to your own healing, cultivating your own resilience. You don't need to look outside yourself to support the healing you've been seeking. You are the one who can provide what you need. You are your own protector, your own guide, your own source of strength. Feel this truth sinking deeper into your being, just like the roots of the plants growing in your garden. With every breath, you become more connected to the realization that you are the one who can heal and create balance in your life. As you stand in your healing garden, feel the sense of wholeness and empowerment filling your body and mind. You have the strength to face any challenge. You have the wisdom to make things fair for yourself. You are the one who's been through every moment, and now you can see that you've always had what it takes to move forward. And now I'll count from 1 to 5, and as I do, you'll begin to return to full awareness, feeling confident, grounded, and ready to embrace your own strength and wisdom. 1, becoming aware of your body, feeling strong and centered. 2, bringing back your sense of empowerment and clarity. 3, taking a deep breath, feeling refreshed and calm. 4, fully present, connected to your inner strength. 5, eyes open, fully awake, feeling confident, empowered, and ready to move forward. Welcome back. Thank you for being fully present and opening yourself up today. As you may already feel, the hypnosis session gently guided you into a space of deep inner calm and healing. Having already experienced that shift, we now mark the completion of Module 2, Stuck on Repeat, Breaking the Loop of Trauma. I'm excited to continue this journey with you. Over the next few days, we'll explore a series of 5 transformative modules designed to deepen your healing and empower your inner self. Module 1, why do I still feel like this? Making sense of trauma responses. Module 2, stuck on repeat, breaking the loop of trauma. Module 3, it wasn't fair, working with injustice, anger, and powerlessness. Module 4, my body won't relax, healing physical reactivity. Module 5, I keep imagining the worst, from fearful fantasy to empowered imagination, and a special bonus module, I want my life back, reclaiming joy, choice, and connection. Each module builds on the progress we've made today. While you still may be carrying the subtle echoes of this hypnotic state, know that these sessions will guide you further into healing, helping you understand, release, and ultimately transform the challenges you face. Thank you for taking this brave step. I look forward to joining you on this continuous journey of growth and empowerment.